Hey guys, we are learning how to jump. Why jumping? I mean, something everybody should be able to do, right? Well, just to give you a little insight, power output is one of the biggest factors that's related to longevity, right? So, can you get off the chair? Can you get off the floor? That requires power. So, how can we start practicing power now so that when we're 80, 90, 100 years old, because I know you guys are gonna make it there, how can I start practicing power output now? And the answer is a simple jump. Can you effectively jump? Can you land? Can you do it in strong positions? That's what we're gonna be practicing here today. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna warm up the ankles. Some of the easiest stretches you can do for your ankles is you can come down, take a knee, and make sure that you're completely flexed at the toes. That's gonna give you a nice stretch for the back of the foot. If you suffer from feet issues, plantar fasciitis, whatever it might be, this is one of my go-to stretches. It's also gonna give a big warm up on the ankle. And then you would do the opposite, right? If I can tuck the toes and sit on my heels, not only is that deep knee flexion, but a ton of ankle plantar flexion here, right? So I can hang out in this position, 1-2 minutes, whatever feels comfortable, but build that shape so that when you start jumping, it's safe and it's efficient, all right? Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prep the ankle by loading it up a little bit, right? We can do a couple things here. We can go feet together. I can push my knees forward. That's working on flexing the ankle as much as I can, right? I can do the same thing, working on the outsides of the ankle. One of my favorite exercises here is to load the outside of the ankle and do some slight knee bends, think quarter squats. If you have the mobility or range of motion and strengthen the ankle, go ahead and do full range of motion squats there. And you can play with other shapes, right? What else can your ankle do, right? Can you squat on your toes? Can you internally rotate the knees and the hips and load the inside of the feet? Can you walk on the heels? Can you walk on the tippy toes? Anything that your ankle can possibly do, start loading it up little by little, and then you can get into those deeper and maybe a little bit more risky shapes, but that's gonna be your next warm up. And then last but not least, we're actually gonna start jumping. All right, this most simple jump is gonna be a bounce, right? Can you bounce? We're not even talking about the complexity of the jump yet. We're gonna keep it stupid simple. And all I want you guys to do with your feet together is do some small hops, right? Can you stay in one spot? Can you rebound that position, right? Can you go minimal contact with the ground? For those of you guys maybe trying to learn how to jump rope, do a skill like a double under, triple under, this is where it starts. And then the one thing I like to focus on here is tempo, right? Can I slow the tempo down? Can I speed it up? Right? Can I play with hopping forward and back, side to side? I have lines here on the tile, so that's one thing I can play with. Forward and back, front side of the tile, back side of the tile, maybe side to side. One easy way to practice there. Now, here's the big test. Do you have strength unilaterally? Is the right ankle and leg as strong as the left ankle and leg? Easy test here, right? I want you guys to try to bounce on one leg, right? Maybe it's a little bit slower, maybe it's not as high, but this is a very good exercise to see, hey, which ankle do I really need to focus on, and how can I create strength by something as simple as bouncing? So I can start with that single leg bounce. Maybe I can play with the forward and back, side to side, maybe forward, left, back, right, forward, left, back. Play around, explore it. This is your laboratory right here. Try to challenge yourself, figure it out, but this is where it's gonna start. Strengthen the ankle, warm it up. Can you bounce? If you can bounce properly, if you can bounce for a good extended amount of time, now we can take the next step. So if you haven't kind of gotten used to this or gotten the hang of this, maybe let's practice this a little bit more before we move on to the next step. Guys, the goal is longevity. Go teach this to someone. You'll learn it a little bit faster. Good luck.